we are going to be talking about
One Piece, the live
one.
action.
There's some
Cause
criticism that I'll give. Have you heard about Project Bluebeam? They will kind of stage this alien invasion.
damn,
Welcome back, guys, to the Rory and T show. Today you're here with your hosts, Ra, oh, Ree,
was good, man.
and myself, T. Yeah, as you guys have noticed, Ra is missing today. You'll never know why he's not here on this episode, but
We
I hope.
fired him.
Huh?
We fired him.
We fired him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was shit. We had to fire him. No, but we're just joking. He's been taken by aliens in a UFO, and I guess we'll never see him ever again. Or maybe he'll be back next episode. I guess you'll find out. But yeah, today it's just me, T, and
Re.
Ree. Well, Ree and T. Rory and T. But you know what? Putting all of that nonsense aside, let's get started with today's episode. And I'm really excited for today's episode because we are going to be talking about
One Piece, the live
one,
action specifically.
specifically the live action of One Piece. And I'm very excited because, well, me and Ree, for quite a long time, we have been very big fans of One Piece. Ra as well, but obviously he couldn't make it today to today's episode. That's quite unfortunate, but it's gonna be me and Ree talking about it. So, have you seen it?
Of course I did, but I haven't finished it.
You haven't finished the live
Yeah,
action?
I only watched like 2 episodes.
2 episodes,
Yeah,
bro. It's been like a week. Is out. It's been
bro,
out.
I can't be asked to watch it. I don't really like to watch TV shows. Like, I don't know.
Okay, but have you been enjoying it though? Those 2 episodes
Yeah,
that you
I was
watched,
kind of impressed to be honest.
you're impressed.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you know how the live action of anime are, like Dragon Ball. They're not that good to be honest. And so I was like, I had that thought in mind. I was like, I don't think it's gonna be that good.
Yeah, usually when anime is turned into live action, for example, Dragon Ball Evolution, that came out 14 years ago. That's crazy to think about. But yeah, it's one of the worst movies that was ever made. Dragon Ball Evolution. What else? Netflix also recently made Cowboy Bebop, and they flopped hard. That's another anime that they adapted into live action. But yeah, everyone hated it. Death Note, Netflix's version of Death Note, which is interesting because they're actually making another Death Note. Netflix.
Is it
They're
after?
they're making another live action Death Note, but it's gonna be completely separate from their last movie, whatever. Like,
Damn, after that failure.
yeah, they're like, you know what? We can still milk this Death Note cash cow. Let's try again.
I think after the success of One Piece, a lot they're gonna do a lot of live action of animes.
I
They're
mean,
gonna try again, probably.
definitely they're gonna renew
One
One Piece
Piece.
for second season, and I want them to cover a lot more in the second season. But we'll dive more into that in a bit.
They kind of break the course of the.
Yeah, the live action.
Yeah, they actually did good. The reviews and critics
You know what?
actually.
Two curses have been broken this year. Actually, no, not this year. Because okay, that there was also that whole curse that video games cannot be turned into like good movies. And then
Yeah,
Sonic came out a few years ago,
yeah.
and everyone liked Sonic. It was a massive success, and then Sonic 2 came out, and everyone loved both movies, with Jim Carrey and everyone in it. And now One Piece, it's the first anime live action medium, because it's not a movie, it's a show, but still, to be actually good. And it looks like it's also quite successful. Like, I think it had like within like 4 or 5 days, it had like 140 million hours of streams, which is a
Damn,
lot.
it's a lot.
Like, imagine we had that watch time on our YouTube channel, bro. That would be popping. We would be
We
millionaires
wouldn't
right
be
now.
here.
We would not be here in this place right now. We'd be in some penthouse in Dubai or something. But yeah, if I have to give a review to this One Piece live action that came out, I'd say it definitely exceeded my expectations. Since now that I've watched all 8 episodes of it, and I am really craving for that season 2. In my opinion, if you've watched the live action and you enjoyed it, you should not just wait for the next season to come out. You should start and watch the anime.
It's way better to be honest. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's more complete. It's a lot more like
yeah,
for when it comes to live action, they had time restraints, they had deadlines they had to meet, and also they had to like change a lot of things, and they had to cut down some stuff.
they compressed like 40, 50 episodes of anime in the live action. So I
Al-
guess
Also,
that's
there's okay,
fair.
there's some things, there's some
Because
criticism that I'll give. For example, certain characters, I think.
I was about to tell you
Yeah, go
like
on.
what you think about the casting.
Okay, the casting, I like it. I really like it. There's just certain character traits. They're a bit too different. Because look,
Like
I can
who?
understand. Okay, let me explain. I can understand you changing some things in the story to make it more cohesive in live action and make it work better in live action, I guess. But I think the characters is one thing that should stay like the same, like in both versions. For example, Nami, I feel like in the live action show she was way more like whiny, like she was complaining way more.
Is it?
Yeah, like in the anime she does as well, but it's more like a comedy gag thing.
Okay.
But in the show it's less of a comedy gag thing, and it's more like a like she's just complaining and whining and constantly being a bit annoying. You know what I mean?
What do you think about Sanji? I think I heard a lot of complaint about Sanji because of the accent. They didn't want like the English, the British accent. They wanted like a French.
Are you asking me to dance? Because I've kind of had my eye on that blonde at table 8.
So
His, you know what? His accent is not even is neither English or French. It's more like a hybrid mixture of both.
is it?
Yeah, it's maybe some people, I saw some people on Twitter, they were saying maybe it's like that because he picked up his French accent from his family, Germa 66, but that's gonna come much later in the live action if they adapt it.
Do you think they're
Um,
gonna go that far,
I don't know, but I don't think so because if they do, by the time they get to like one or something,
bro?
Iñaki, the Luffy's actor, he's gonna be like 60.
But even that, they're not gonna be able to replicate the fight scenes and stuff. This the fight scene in the anime are crazy. By the time you get to Wano or even Whole Cake Island, it's like
Yeah, like
they're
against
not gonna be able to replicate it.
Katakuri.
Yeah, how are they gonna do
I
that?
mean, you're right. You're
It's gonna
right
be
because like some of the fights, even in this live action, they're like mind blowing, right? But
yeah,
compared to what comes after, this is nothing.
yeah,
Like there's certain things which is like impossible for them to replicate in the live action, and if they do it, it's just gonna look weird. It's not gonna look cool
yeah.
like it does in the anime. Another complaint I have is Kobe. Yeah, Kobe. This guy,
I
he
like Kobe in the
what in the
live
live
action.
action?
Yeah,
I don't, because
why?
like throughout the whole 8 episodes, this guy has one facial expression. He he's literally he's all his acting is being concerned, being scared, and having like a facial expression that is like it's like a mixture of being
But
confused and being scared and being worried, and he just has the same face throughout the whole thing. It doesn't even look like he's acting. Okay, but that's like a
I
minor
feel
complaint.
yeah, I feel like that's a minor.
It's like a nitpicky minor complaint. Obviously, because I'm really passionate about One Piece and I want it to be the best it can be. Overall, I'll give this live action like a 7.5 to 8 out of
That's
10.
that's good.
Well, which compared to all the other like live action based on anime, it's huge because like for example, Dragon Ball Evolution, I would give that like a -2. Uh, but yeah, this is a pretty huge accomplishment. They've broken the curse, and hopefully, this is the beginning of change. Like for example, how Sonic broke the curse for video game movies, and then other movies came out that were
Like
based.
Mario. I
Yeah, Mario. That's also based on a video
I
game, and
haven't
it
seen
was.
it, but I heard a lot.
That's what I've heard as well. Like it's based on a video game, and it's really good. I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it. Maybe I won't like it, but based on general consensus, apparently it's really good. But do you want to talk about how One Piece is literally dominating everything right now?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen like? to be honest, in the anime is now at the peak of the peak.
Is the most popular, is the best it has ever been.
He's doing a lot of views in TikTok everywhere basically. Also, the live action came out.
Every
They're doing a lot
episode
of
that
stuff.
comes out, every One Piece episode that comes out, it always trends on Twitter.
Yeah.
Every manga chapter that comes out, it trends on Twitter.
Also, with the animation in the anime is getting
The
crazy.
animation is insane. I would have never thought I'd be watching One Piece, because One Piece has never really been known for like the
best
craziest animation and fights and stuff. It's always been more about the lore, the story, the characters, the character, the world building, etc. Things like that. It has never like really been well known for its like amazing animation or something. But you know what? After this year, all the episodes that came out this year, it should be well known for its animation, because it has some of the best animation I've ever seen.
Bro, if you compare the first 50 episodes and the last 50, you think, bro, that's a different anime.
I mean, obviously because the first 50 came out in like 1999.
Bro, but if a new viewer watch that, bro, it's gonna be like,
I mean, they're gonna be mind blown. One Piece nowadays, there's nowhere on the internet you can go and you don't find One Piece.
yeah.
Because obviously live action is dominating right now. They broke the curse. It's actually good. Anime is dominating every week.
Even the manga is one of the best-selling manga.
The manga, I mean, the One Piece manga is the best-selling manga of all time.
Yeah.
Is Oda is actually in the top 10 best-selling authors of all time. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Like Shakespeare.
That's crazy.
Like
that's crazy.
Shakespeare, J.K. Rowling, Oda. These are all in the top 10. Like Oda, can you believe it?
He's
in the
deserved,
top.
man.
It's definitely deserved. I mean, he's the greatest, in my opinion, manga ever made. Just like the story, the way it's so intricate, and like everything reconnects, like all the foreshadowing and everything. Like some of my, you know what? Some of my favorite moments in One Piece is actually when people react to the bounties.
Yeah.
So you know when you know when they reveal the bounties, and then let's say Luffy's village in the East Blue, like the kids, they open the newspaper and they're like, "Oh, look!"
Or even in Alabasta.
Oh, in Alabasta, yeah, they
Fishman Island.
and they react to the new bounties. Oh,
that's the
look at
best
that.
part.
those,
That's the best.
Those
part.
are some of the best reactions. And
Shanks
shows up once every
Miyoko,
5
all
years.
the big guys.
Yeah, they do like a little reaction, like YouTube reaction videos, yeah, like that. But anyways, basically, One Piece is just dominating everything right now. We get it. But next topic that I wanted to move on to is something that you actually mentioned earlier today.
Yeah.
You told me about it a few days ago, but I didn't really look into it that much. But basically, the Pentagon.
Yeah. So basically, the Pentagon apparently they kind of launched a program. So
for those of you who don't know what the Pentagon is, it's like a giant military, not military base, but it's like an office place in America, which is massive, and is mostly like kind of like their defense office. You know what I mean? Military defense office. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so they basically launched a website where they're gonna release all the classified images or videos of UFOs. I don't know why would they do that. Like after all these years, they try to keep it hidden, and now out of nowhere, they're releasing footage of the footage. It's like, what do you think is that?
Yeah, because like a month or 2 months ago, there was that whole other thing where like in Congress there was
The whistleblower.
huh?
The whistleblower.
Yeah, that person who used to work for the government, and they were like unidentified, non-human intelligent bodies were found or something like that.
So it basically confirmed
Aliens being found, and now, well, a year or 2 years ago, the Pentagon had already, I think, released like some footage.
Other footage.
The U.S. government had already released like other footage of UFOs that were like leaked sometime prior, but they were never officially released by the actual
Yeah,
government.
but after that, they kept releasing more footage and footage.
Especially very recently,
Yeah.
they just keep releasing more and more
It's
stuff.
like, you know, when they're releasing stuff like that, it's like they're trying to keep other stuff hidden. Like this, like Jeffrey Epstein Island,
Hmm.
and when the list was about to come out, or there was some drama about that shit, they started to talk about aliens or other, or
No,
like
you know
JP
what?
Morgan to keep
When
us distracted.
the whole Jeffrey Epstein trial was happening, you know what else was very trendy and popular at that in that moment?
What?
Amber Heard and
Oh
Johnny Depp
yeah,
trial. Like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial was public. Everyone was talking about it every day that there was a new like
yeah,
hearing, and then no one cared about the whole Jeffrey Epstein
yeah,
trial, even though it's like way more important than the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial,
yeah.
like objectively speaking. But you see, they always put something out there so that you focus on that and you don't focus on other things. For example, like this whole thing recently. I mean, have you seen like the footage that they have released?
Yeah, I watched that.
You watched it?
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna put it in here so the people, the audience, our viewers can also see. Uh, have you heard about Project Bluebeam?
I heard few things about it. Can you explain more?
Sure. So Project Bluebeam, it's something that was first written about by a person called, I believe his name was Serge Monast, and he wrote a book about this thing called Project Bluebeam, which, well, it's kind of like it's a conspiracy theory, basically. Well, which we don't know if it's truthful or not, but basically in this conspiracy theory, uh, NASA, the space organization, the American Space Organization, and United Nations, they will basically work together and they will kind of stage
Damn.
this alien invasion happening on Earth, which people are gonna believe in. They're gonna believe this that aliens came on Earth and they're trying to like take over the world. And then there's gonna be this godlike figure, this man that's gonna come and he's gonna basically like destroy these aliens and he's gonna free us.
And save us all,
Yeah,
basically.
that's basically it. And then we're gonna like start to worship this man who's like a god, and we're gonna like follow him. And basically, in this book, it's written that this project's aim is to kind of get rid of all the like the religions in the world, like the current religions that we have in the world, so that we follow this new religion where this man is God. And
Which is basically controlled by the government, I guess.
yeah, so like there's like one world government that controls the entire world, which kind of reminds me of One Piece, like we were talking
Yeah.
about earlier. But yeah,
So it's just about controlling people, I guess, at this
yeah,
point.
that's pretty much it. And some people are saying that Project Bluebeam is
Actually
being
happening.
carried out right now because, like as we said earlier, the Pentagon released
Yeah, now it makes sense.
all the alien footage.
Kind of makes sense now.
Yeah, and basically the government, they've been, well, recently they've suddenly been releasing all this alien footage, UFO, talking about aliens, confirming that they are real, and it's kind of happening so suddenly.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah, and which is making people say that they are carrying out Project Bluebeam right now as we speak.
So basically, it's all connected. They're all releasing the footage to maybe do this kind of conspiracy.
Yeah, like make us believe that an alien invasion is happening, and then, but you know what?
Damn.
What's even more fascinating, especially if you're like a religious person, if you hear about Project Bluebeam, you should kind of ring a bell in your head
Why is that?
because in Islam and in like Christianity, there is like prophecies about a false prophet that's gonna come. Well, and some people are gonna believe he might even be a god, and the people are gonna follow him blindly, and they're gonna be basically misguided. This kind of sounds like the that figure that's gonna come in Project Bluebeam, and he's gonna defeat all the aliens, and then the humans are gonna follow him.
Damn.
Do you think so?
Yeah, but at this point, do you think the writer of the book do you think he was religious himself, and also took some inspiration from the holy books?
I don't know about that. I think maybe if he did, maybe he kind of had access to some, I don't know, government documents or something. Like he kind of somehow got access to these documents that kind of explain what they're gonna do, what their plans are for the future, and maybe he got a hold of that, and that kind of aligns with these religious prophecies. Because, for example, me, I'm religious, I'm Muslim, so I believe in these prophecies, and seeing them kind of slowly coming true, it's not that surprising to me.
Scary.
It's very scary because in these prophecies, well, the Antichrist, the Dajjal, coming in Islam is like the last major, like one of the last major signs of Judgment Day coming soon. So that is very scary. When that happens, it's like
It's finished.
like it's pretty much, yeah, it's gonna be finished. That's gonna be the trial of the Antichrist of the Dajjal is gonna be the biggest trial any human ever faced. So yeah, that is gonna be really scary.
So, do you think all this Project Bluebeam is possible, or no?
I mean,
Or
it
is
definitely.
too unreal?
I think I think maybe they have initiated the Project Bluebeam, but they're not like that far advanced yet to like actually fake or stage like an alien invasion. Maybe they have started it by like releasing footage of UFOs and to kind of like get our mindset into like the whole mindset of aliens could be coming for us.
How do you think they're gonna stage the godlike figure to destroy
Godlike
the
figure.
alien, like holograms?
I mean, have you
Like,
seen recently how the crazy things these drones? Have you seen like these air drones,
yeah,
the holograms they can make, or like all
yeah.
these other things they can do with holograms and things like that?
You think it's gonna be like Spider-Man 2,
Spider-Man
like the
Far From
villain?
Home,
Yeah,
like Mysterio,
Mysterio.
he
It
was
was a
using,
hologram. Yeah,
yeah, he was using like the drones to make holograms and kind of make it look like he was beating villains, but it was actually just himself
yeah,
staging everything.
yeah.
It kind of could be like that. I
They
mean,
made him look like a hero, but behind it was the actual villain.
that's like Project Bluebeam. There's
Yeah,
gonna be this godlike or prophet-like figure who's gonna defeat all the villains, but he's gonna be fake.
yeah.
It's gonna be staged.
Because the government is behind it.
Yeah, he's gonna be basically be a paid actor,
Yeah,
or maybe he's gonna be a drone or a robot himself. We
yeah.
don't know. But yeah, that's it. That's Project Bluebeam for you.
That's kind of interesting, you know.
That is. I mean,
That's an
this is
interesting
how all the
conspiracy.
Rari and T episodes are, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're very interesting,
interesting.
insightful. Make
Very
sure you leave a
nice.
like and comment
Comment,
and subscribe.
leave some feedbacks.
Yeah, if you miss Ra, let us know in the comments.
We're gonna
Maybe if he sees that a lot of people miss him, he'll be back. Maybe
hopefully
not.
not.
Oh, but yeah, guys, this was Ra. Well, he's not here. Ra, Re,
NT.
and myself, T.
See you guys.
See you guys
Bye.
next episode. Bye.